07 citizens. I'm Ottman, and he's Chocolate, and we are the Honest Citizens.
Welcome, welcome. Today, we're going to cover the verse as we know it right now, 313, the most recent patch, and hopefully you all enjoy the show. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. One thing that they have added that is decent money that I think we both enjoy, especially if you're a new player in the verse and you have the starter ships, would be the recovery missions. Wonderful way to start out making $25,000 to $30,000, and when you first start out, that's big money. Absolute big money. Overall, it is when you compare it to everything else, it's low risk, low reward. So don't expect to do these missions and stack on or see if they're going to build up, as in say investigations, cargo, or bounties. You got any thoughts, Deeds?
The new investigation missions are really cool. Going down into the caves with a ship as large as a Carrack, exploring. Being able to do some, early mining in there is really cool. The only downfall is the amount of money you're going to get in a reward versus the amount of time you'll spend down in there looking for, the body or whatever the mission may have you do. Just not quite there yet, but I will say it's a great window into the future, and looking really forward to seeing that whole gameplay really fleshed out.
Next up will be bounties. I love the bounties, love the reputation system on what they did. Hell of an improvement. Now you don't have to worry where you are as far as your progress and how many missions you need to do. And if you didn't know, you don't have to max out all 3 units. Focus on North Rock and focus on Crusader. To hell with Hurston. They don't pay enough, even though they've got 100-foot tall gold statues. It's just a waste of your time.
All of the bounties encompass Yela. So it's really worth your while to stick around there and maximize your time and your money by just circling around the moon there.
Absolutely. The only downside is in the very next patch for the Free Fly Week event, they're going to remove the current system where we basically jump right to the target and make it more of a search and destroy, if you will. And that's great. That's cool. My only thing is I really don't think that they should take that away without implementing the next thing. But I've got no say in that, and it is what it is. Just who knows in the future, maybe they'll be a little quicker about that. And segueing from bounties to one thing that you got to do to take somebody down with a bounty is you got to destroy their shields. The whole SDF system that they have in right now is just everything that we thought it was going to be and then some. You know exactly where you stand with the enemy now, instead of it just being blue, blue, blue until it's not there anymore. Now you know when they're down, and I can't say how much I absolutely love that. I think the only way that's going to improve, and a lot of you light fighter people out there who love the state of the game now, what you need to remember is this is not how it's going to be. Armor is not in the game. So one day, you're not going to be out here floating around taking out sentinels by yourself. Anything bigger than that, hammerheads in your talons and so on and so forth, get that crap in now because your days are surely numbered.
Yeah, that is probably one of the hardest things to keep reminding yourself as you're playing and doing things and coming up against PvP. Is just that, the armor system just not in there for the ships yet. And some of the smallest, most nimble stuff is just flying circles around the bigger ships and able to take them out just as quickly as if it were, another light fighter. So one day when that comes, it'll be a great blessing on us all. But until then, have fun with it. And I can't say enough good things about that shield tech. It's really cool. It's also improved a lot of the existing ships out there, as far as like the Buccaneer, the Constellation series. There's quite a few ships on the lineup that all had some type of shield hole. And now with that new tech, it sealed all that stuff up. So a lot of the ships have gained a lot more use recently. So really nice to see that come along the ways.
Next up, time missions. By time missions, I mean quantum sensitive, what we had introduced to us back during the Xeno threat, if I'm not mistaken. Beautiful. Another great way to make some money. And honestly, if you just do the same thing in this game, you can be bored. It will get more content. Some people said 313 they felt was light on the content. To me, I feel that the quality of life improvements that they made the game just that much better. Like, they increased the server stability. Some people will cry about it and talk about how they get 30Ks, and now we do have a 50K, because, Deej, you told me about that for the first doggone time. But the 50K, if you didn't know, it's almost like a 30K, but it keeps you in the server and it sets you right back up so you don't skip a beat. So I don't have a problem with that. To me, that's an improvement. That's a step in the right direction. You got any thoughts on that, Deeds?
I've noticed a big jump in performance as far as surviving and just overall getting back in the game from a crash. It's been really nice when it does happen. I will say it's happening less and less, and from what I've read, it's more on your systems than CIG servers and things of that nature. So fix your shit, and you'll have less 30Ks. So sorry for all those people still running potatoes. This game is intensive, and it's not meant for the intro to PC gaming. It does require a pretty big rig. So when that all changes and things get optimized, I'm sure we'll see quite a bit of new blood and new entry into the game. But until then, yeah, it's hold on to your butts. It's going to be a hell of a ride.
Another quality of life improvement, something so small and still not quite there yet, but when they're doing it right, gotta admit they're doing it right, would be the text. Actually being able to see chat in third person. I absolutely love that, because you just have to, be in first person to see it, and then repositioning it to where they did. Absolutely love it. The only thing I could ask for now is give us the ability to permanently change that color and change the color of the fonts for certain planets, because you get in the wrong ship, and once you fight somebody and they fly against that planet, good luck tracking them, because I gotta admit that yin and yang, it's woohoo, and then you turn around and it sucks so much.
Yeah, with a game like this, with a game this high in fidelity, I can't imagine that customization won't be a thing at some point. And when that day comes again, that'll be a great improvement. I think the first day we jumped into the patch, that was the very first thing I noticed was the font on the chat was different. It was much more crisp, easier to read, all around, just very, very nice quality of life change. So kudos to that one sneaking in there. That was cool.
Next up, we'll talk about the ship naming. I know you absolutely love this with a couple of the babies that you have, and for folks that didn't know, you can now name certain ships in the game. More will come. Only downside is it's more of a one-size-fits-all as far as the text goes. Some ships you can't have certain skins on, because think of it as you just put the vinyl on your ship and then you just paint it over. That's how I look at it. You wouldn't do that in real life. You'd paint the ship first, then put the text up, and they'll fix it. But it is nice to be able to take it to one step further of it being yours.
Without a doubt, it's a cool way to say, hey, this is mine, and there may be others like it, but this one's mine.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
You're making a mess.
Okay.
That's all good. We gotta let that roll, because you're a family man, baby. Family man.
That's right.
Couple of things that they did take out of the game, in case you all didn't notice, for all you Talon lovers, I'm pretty sure you all noticed, would be the Sukarons. They have been replaced with, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name that they've been replaced with, but they've been replaced. So if you're new in the verse, you just come in, be sure to check that out, because you might have been going off some knowledge somebody else told you about. But honestly, I think they probably did that to try and balance out the Talon now, because everybody and their mom has one, especially with that ship now being able to be purchased in the game. I'm still not seeing as many as I thought I would. One other segment would be the ship-to-ship docking. Obviously, that started with the Constellation and the Merlin, and he is king of the Connie. Deeds, I know you were loving this.
I like that. Yeah, no, it's really cool. That's a lot of fun. Some of the coolest sound effects that they have in the game for undocking the ship as you drop down. It had such a cool immersion feel to the whole gameplay. It's really something to try out.
This patch absolutely brought new life into the community, and I can't say anything other than that and just sing their praises. But when they screw up, that's what we do. We give you the honest opinion on that as well.
Yeah, it's great to see, full servers and the likes of that. Can't wait for bigger servers. That is just going to be a whole new game in my eyes.
I agree. And Deeds, unless you got anything else, I think we've wrapped this one up. This was a little bit more of a shorter episode. We're trying to hit that window because we're still learning this and the algorithms and when people watch and stop watching. So hopefully y'all enjoy that. And again, we definitely need the feedback so we can know what we need to do. Because we know, and we're not tooting our own horn here, that quality-wise, we're right up there with whoever your favorite YouTubers are. We just got to grow. So if you like this, by all means, please help spread the word.
With that, we've been the Honest Citizens. Have a good one.